What's up, friends? It is spooky season. Time for some horror, some thriller, some psychological type movie. Been looking forward to this all year, and really every year. This is my favorite month of the year, obviously because we get Halloween and all the scary movie type stuff that I love, but also it just rolls into all the other holidays as well. So definitely an exciting time. Excited to get into the more thrilling genres in the next 30 days with you all, and so we're starting off with American Psycho, which is one that I've been looking forward to seeing for a little while because I'm a big Christian Bale fan, and the things that I have seen him in, I've really liked him. Think he's a great actor, and I don't know a whole lot about this movie. The only thing I've really seen from it is an out of context video where he's with some other businessmen, I guess, and they're looking at some cards. The video I saw, it was Pokemon cards. Someone had created a meme where they changed the regular cards, whatever they are, for Pokemon cards. I don't know if you guys have seen the same video. It's funny, but other than that, don't really know what the movie is about. I am just guessing based off the images I've seen of Christian Bale in it that he is quite the crazy person, and I'm assuming based off the title that he is the psycho that the movie focuses on. So I'm excited to check it out. Hopefully you guys are excited to watch along with me, and obviously throughout the whole month we'll be checking out some horror and thriller and psychological movies, so they won't all be necessarily like scary or really heavy or gory or anything like that, mostly because I don't think I can handle that constantly with all the editing I have to do for these as well. But hopefully it'll be a little bit of something for everybody throughout the month. So if you don't like super scary stuff, there will be some less heavy type movies that you'll be able to watch along with as well. But obviously if you'd like to check out my full-length reactions to this and everything I'll be watching this month, definitely check out my Patreon, the link for that being in the description below, and you'll also get access to all the other full-length reactions I've done from the channel in the past as well. And if by the end of this video you enjoy watching my reaction, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. Helps the video reach a lot more people, helps the channel out, so I appreciate all your guys' support. Looking forward to your comments, but without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into American Psycho. Whoa, Willem Dafoe is in this as well? Sweet. He's a fantastic actor as well. And Jared Leto, okay. Couple recognizable faces. And Josh Lucas. I've recognized every name so far. Personally, I feel like Willem Dafoe or Jared Leto would make more crazy people than Christian Bale.
With goat cheese profiteroles, and I also have an arugula
and
Caesar
Reese
salad.
Witherspoon.
For entrees this evening, I have swordfish meatloaf.
This cast is insane. Holy cow. I don't know how I only knew Christian Bale was in this.
He's handling the Fisher account. Lucky bastard. Lucky Jew bastard.
Cool it with the anti-Semitic remarks.
Oh, I forgot. Bateman's dating someone from the ACLU.
And these guys seem freaking top class. They're very proper, that's for sure. I'm guessing they all work at like the same firm or something like that.
These aren't good anymore. $25.
Ugly. I want to stab you to death.
Did he just say that out loud and she just didn't hear it? What the heck? Or was he just thinking that? That was certainly unsettling. Apparently doesn't take much to set this dude off.
My name is Patrick Bateman. I believe in taking care of myself, in a balanced diet, rigorous exercise routine. If my face is a little puffy, I'll put on an ice pack while doing my stomach crunches.
Dang, this dude seems to have his life together though. Man is organized.
I use a deep pore cleanser lotion, then a honey almond body scrub, and on the face, an exfoliating gel scrub.
I like this intro of his character. This is cool. Just setting him to be extremely meticulous and particular.
There is an idea of a Patrick Bateman, but there is no real me. I simply am not there.
This is some great dialogue so far, and excellent delivery by Christian Bale. Had it not showed the scene before where he kind of blew up at that one lady, I would just think this guy is pretty eccentric and has a very detailed routine, but because of that scene, I now feel like it's a little bit psychotic or overboard.
Do not wear that outfit again. Wear a dress, a skirt, or something. You're prettier than that.
Thanks, Patrick.
And high heels. I like high heels.
This guy's wild, man. He likes everything to be exactly how he prefers, down to the little things that people wear. I assume he's pretty successful though, so you don't really get to that point without being a little bit cutthroat or direct. There she is.
Try to listen to the new Robert Palmer tape.
But Evelyn, my supposed fiancée, keeps buzzing in my ear.
What does he mean, supposed? Are they or are they not engaged? Maybe he just does not actually like her. They're just keeping up appearances.
Get married, have a wedding.
No, I can't take the time off work.
I hate that job anyway. See why you just don't quit.
Because I want to fit in.
That's a pretty interesting line. I don't know what he means by that. So is this guy just doing everything he does to mask the fact that he's a killer? I mean, a lot of what I'm going off of is just assuming that Christian Bale is a psycho in this. He may not be who I think he is, though.
Courtney is almost perfect looking. She's usually operating on one or more psychiatric drugs. Tonight, I believe it's Xanax. She's engaged to Louis Carruthers, the biggest doofus in the business.
I love this narration from his mind. It's really putting us into his headspace and just making it so we see everything happening from his perspective. His mind is definitely running a million miles a minute.
Hello?
Oh gosh, man, that's not creepy at all. Coming up to someone at night and saying hello like that. Definitely something sinister about his voice, I feel like. But I don't know, there's just...
Are you trying to say bleaching? You can't bleach a cheroot. I can only get these sheets in Santa Fe.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's an incredible cut. If I think what happened actually happened, that's crazy. Did that girl that he was just meeting last night, he killed her, and that's what he's trying to clean from his sheets? She is about to pass out, man. There's some more great editing. I really like the way this is transitioning from scene to scene.
You're gonna have the peanut butter soup with smoked duck and mashed squash. Playful but mysterious little dish. You'll love it.
Thanks, Patrick.
What the heck, man? Did he just drug her and he hypnotized her or something? He loves just having full control over a situation and everybody around him.
Hello, Halberstram.
Alan has mistaken me for this dickhead Marcus Halberstram. Marcus also works at P&P, and Marcus and I even go to the same barber. Although I have a slightly better haircut.
I freaking love this dialogue and intercutting between real moments and then his narration.
Paul, squash. Call me.
That was very interesting, the way that it hung on him passing his business card, I'm assuming, and the sound effect as well.
New card. What do you think?
Very nice. Look at that.
Oh my gosh, the way they're obsessing over these is insane.
How'd a nitwit like you get so tasteful?
Bryce prefers Van Patten's card to mine.
Raised lettering, pale nimbus, white.
Impressive. Very nice.
Man, this scene is fantastic. It's such an odd thing to obsess over, but I guess when you reach this level, you just gotta try and one-up each other in every single aspect. This is obviously the scene that I was mentioning that I had seen.
That subtle off-white coloring, the tasteful thickness of it. It even has a watermark.
What the heck? This man really does get set off by any little inconvenience or thing that he doesn't like, it seems. Even someone just having a better business card than him is enough to ruin his day, I guess.
You got a negative attitude. That's what's stopping you. You gotta get your act together.
Please, you gotta tell me what to do.
What the heck is up with this Patrick Bateman, man? Every interaction he has with people is so strange and off-putting.
I don't have anything in common with you.
Holy crap, man. Dude just killed him on the spot. I mean, based off previous interactions, he could have killed him for any number of reasons. He did grab what looked like his suit, so maybe that's what upset him. Or maybe he was just upset by the fact that there was someone what he thought was lesser than him.
I have all the characteristics of a human being, but not a single clear, identifiable emotion, except for greed. I think my mask of sanity is about to slip.
This guy is certainly creepy, man. I don't know if they're trying to poke fun at just big businessmen or people that are in like narcissistic CEO positions, or if they're just using that as an interesting backdrop for a killer.
Marcus, we should have dinner. You could bring, Cecilia? Yes! Great party.
Thanks. Patrick, why is he calling you Marcus?
Mistletoe alert.
Oh my gosh, this man. Dude's really playing that role, though. Just treating this other guy like a fool for thinking he's someone else. I don't know if he's doing this to ruin whoever he thinks he is, the image of that person, or if he's trying to get to this guy.
Would you like to hear the...
Double absolute martini.
Yes, sir. Would you like to hear the specials?
Not if you want to keep your spleen.
Oh my Gosh, man, they're so freaking ruthless to everybody they meet. I guess time is money for these guys, and they don't want to waste any time.
Wasn't Rothschild originally handling the Fisher account? How'd you get it?
I could tell you that, Halberstram, but then I'd have to kill you.
Patrick's thinking, I will actually kill you.
I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
Great tan, Marcus. Really impressive.
This guy's just divulging his secrets right in front of people, and they aren't even recognizing it.
Evelyn, great ass. Goes out with that loser Patrick Bateman. What a dork.
Another martini, Paul.
Freaking love his expressions. Dude is absolutely selling this role right now. I feel like Christian Bale was the perfect actor for this role.
The whole album has a clear, crisp sound and a new sheen of consummate professionalism that really gives the songs a big boost.
Oh gosh, man, I feel like he's about to kill this man. He just put on a poncho or something, I assume to reduce splash.
He's been compared to Elvis Costello, but I think Huey has a far more bitter, cynical sense of humor.
Why are there copies of the style section all over the place? You have a dog?
No, Helen.
Such an interesting way of doing this scene. Man is preparing to kill him right in front of him, and he's not doing anything.
4, their most accomplished album. I think their undisputed masterpiece is Hip to Be Square. Song's so catchy.
His delivery's incredible. This is an amazing performance.
Hey, Paul!
Oh my gosh, this man is absolutely insane. Oh gosh, man, what a cool shot. The way he just changed completely his personalities from super cheerful and upbeat to turning into a pure maniac in a split second was very well acted, but very disturbing as well.
Is that you?
No, Lewis, it's not me.
This is my very good friend Patrick Bateman. We're going to Nell. Where did you get that overnight bag?
This man is killing in broad daylight, or not necessarily daylight, it's night right now, but he's dragging bodies around right in front of people, and they're just completely oblivious. They're more concerned about the items he's using to carry it.
I find his suitcase and start to pack. It's time for Paul to take a little trip.
Is he trying to create a reason for him not being there anymore?
There's Mr. Donald Kimball here to see you.
Who?
Detective Donald Kimball.
Don't tell me this man is already a suspect. They work fast if this is for the case of the man he just killed. It could be for something else, though.
There are definite do's and don'ts, good buddy, of wearing a bold striped shirt. A bold striped shirt calls for solid color.
Oh, Willem Dafoe's the detective. Interesting. Excited to see him face off against Christian Bale in a scene.
That anything important?
Just mulling over business problems, examining opportunities, exchanging rumors, spreading gossip.
Everything this man does seems to just be trying to act normal. His dialogue is just what you would think someone in his position would say, I feel like.
What can you tell me about Paul Allen?
Well, I think for one that he was a closet homosexual who did a lot of cocaine. I hope I'm not being cross-examined here.
You feel like that?
No, not really.
Love the cinematography, especially when it gets really close up on faces for dialogue. Helps really drive the emotion home of what they're saying, as well as the emotion behind what they're saying.
One day someone's walking around alive and then
Nothing.
people just disappear.
Earth just opens up and swallows them.
Really eerie.
I love this dialogue. This is some great writing. It's very fast-paced as well. They're covering a lot of information in a short time. Seems like Willem Dafoe might be onto him a little bit or suspects something. Is he murdering someone else? What the heck? My man is just working out with the background noise of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Dude is a man of culture, apparently. Definitely not a good sign if screams are what get you pumped up. I really like the way that they're just setting this guy up to be so crazy.
You'd like to see my apartment?
I'm not supposed to.
You want to come to my apartment or not?
I'm not supposed to, but I can make an exception.
I feel like this man has just found his next victim. I'd be worried if I was her.
My name's Paul Allen.
You got that? You're Christy. You're to respond only to Christy.
Oh, genius, man. Setting up further proof of Paul not being killed. I don't know how he's going to get the detectives to talk to her, though.
I'm gonna call you Sabrina. I'm Paul Allen. So, don't you want to know what I do?
No, not really.
Doesn't seem like his plan is working too well then. Can't create the profile for fake Paul Allen if they don't want to know about him.
Do you like Phil Collins? I've been a big Genesis fan ever since the release of their 1980 album. Before that, I really didn't understand any of their work.
This man certainly has a very expansive and exquisite music taste. Nobody can hate on a little Phil Collins, that's for sure. Dude, even with everything going around or going on around him, he's still so focused on his image. Dude is so into himself. I'm worried what's gonna happen though. I don't know if he's gonna murder these people afterwards. I assume not, because he's portraying himself as Paul Allen and he wants people to think Paul Allen is still around.
Don't touch the watch.
Oh my gosh, this man is so uptight about his possessions. Anytime anyone just breathes on something he owns, he loses his mind.
I know. There are no girls with good personalities.
Good personality consists of a chick with a little hard body.
These guys are freaking scum, man. They're so just removed from normal life and normal interaction. Their worldview is so skewed.
You know what Ed Gein said about women? When I see a pretty girl walking down the street, one part of me wants to talk to her.
And what the other part of him think?
What her head would look like on a stick.
Oh, my guy crossed the line right there. What the heck? I love that he's not even bashful about dropping hints that he's a killer in conversation. People probably just chalk it up as his eccentric personality. Shoot, is he gonna have to kill that man too? He's got some more competition in the business card department.
Patrick, I've seen you looking at me.
What in the world is happening right now? This is completely the opposite of what I thought was about to go down.
I wanted this ever since that Christmas party at Arizona 206. I want you too.
Patrick, what is it?
Where are you going?
Gotta return some videotapes.
Shoot, bro, I'm not 100% sure what just happened right there. Did he just change his plan of what he wants to make happen? Maybe because he just found out that that guy is gay and he was saying that Paul Allen was a closet homosexual in the other scene, in his words. Is he gonna pin a murder or something on him?
So what do you do?
Murders and executions mostly.
Do you like it?
Well, it depends.
Most guys I know who work in mergers and acquisitions don't like it.
Oh my gosh, she completely misheard. This is hilarious that people just cannot pick up on it. Unless it's just a filmmaking technique and he's not actually saying those things and it's tricking the audience. Murders and executions definitely does sound like mergers and acquisitions though, so I can see why in a loud club she would interpret it that way. Bro, these edits are fantastic. I love that it hasn't even shown all the kills he's committed, but with clever editing and cinematography, it tells us all we need to know.
Would you like to accompany me to dinner if you're not doing anything?
No, I don't have any plans.
Well, isn't this a coincidence?
Gene, I feel like you should not go to dinner with this man. Anywhere alone with this man is a dangerous situation.
Why don't you meet me at my place at 7?
We'll want to change before we go out.
I'm nervous. I feel like she's gonna be the next victim.
So elegant. What a wonderful view.
Gene? Sorbet?
Yo, this man is so casual about gore and brutality. He's just keeping a head in his freezer next to his dessert.
I'm on a diet.
No need to lose any weight.
You can always be thinner.
Well, maybe we shouldn't go out to dinner. I don't want to ruin your willpower.
That's all right. I'm not very good at controlling it anyway.
Oh, you can say that again. That's a great line. That's some double meaning right there for sure.
So many possibilities. I don't know, I'm just so unsure.
Do you have a boyfriend?
No, not really. Are you seeing anyone?
I don't know. Not really.
This is a fantastic scene because you don't really know what he's going to do. I would think that he's going to kill her because, as he said, he can't control his willpower. And I feel like with the shots of him touching the knives, I feel like he's really struggling to hold back.
Ted Bundy's first dog, a collie, was named Lassie.
Who's Ted Bundy?
Forget it.
Oh my gosh. Dude's setting off so many red flags. Nobody gets his references either.
Gene? What?
What does he have behind his back right now? I'm freaking nervous. I feel like this scene is gonna subvert my expectations somehow though, and he's not gonna kill her.
I just want to have a meaningful relationship with someone special.
Patrick.
Bro, what the heck? She was just saved by that answering machine, my goodness. This man is on an absolute spree right now. He's just mowing down everybody, and it looks like he wants to mow her down in a second.
Do you want me to go?
I don't think I can control myself.
I know I have a tendency to get involved with unavailable men.
I think if you stay, something bad will happen.
Man, I freaking love the two sides to this dialogue. He's talking about murdering her. She thinks it's just about ruining his relationship. Just some great writing right now. But it also definitely shows an interesting side to Patrick's character. He recognizes that he has a major problem, and he actually executed some willpower right there in letting her go and not killing her.
According to his date book, he had dinner with Marcus Halberstram.
But he denied it.
Yes.
Does Marcus have an alibi?
Yes. Checked it out. It's clean.
Shoot, that's gonna be freaking tough, man. Feel like that was his one shot at avoiding suspicion.
With Harry Newman, George Butner, and you.
Oh, right, yeah. Of course.
To think one of his friends killed him for no reason whatsoever would be too ridiculous.
I like that this movie seems to be very self-aware. It could be that, but it also could just be the detective is toying with Patrick and he knows that he did it, or at least is suspicious of it. But I think it definitely adds to the mood of the film, the way that it doesn't take itself too seriously and knows how insane some of the things that are going on are. Oh, don't get in that car, man. I have a bad feeling about this right now. That could be the last decision that she makes.
This is nicer than your other apartment.
Oh, it's not that nice.
They're in Paul Allen's apartment right now, right? Dude definitely doesn't want to hear that because he's very prideful.
You own a Whitney Houston CD? More than one?
It's hard to choose a favorite among so many great tracks.
I love that this man just obsesses over music whenever he's doing shady acts.
It's not too late to better ourselves. It's impossible in this world we live in to empathize with others. We can always empathize with ourselves. It's an important message. It's beautifully stated on the album.
This dialogue's so freaking great. Feel like every time he speaks about things like that and lyrics, he's just so contradictory of his own lifestyle. Unless maybe he actually does feel that way about wanting to change who he is. Maybe he is stuck. Oh, dang it, bro. She better run fast. Crazy how fast. Oh gosh, man. Nuts how fast the scene changed. Yo, what? This just went up a whole nother level of insanity. I was not prepared for this. Dude has been absolutely busy in Paul Allen's apartment. Oh, what a freaking great shot. I love that cinematography. Christian Bale has gone full maniac, man. Bro, he actually hit her. No way. That is next level aiming and timing. My gosh. Incredible scene, though. Everything up to that point had been relatively light. Even the murders he committed so far, it kind of was having a little bit fun with it, the movie that is. But that moment was actually quite freaking tense.
It's over, Evelyn. It's all over.
Dude is just drawing the murder he committed right in front of Evelyn. Absolutely nobody can recognize the sign. They're all clueless.
I don't think we should see each other anymore.
My friends are your friends.
I've thought about that. You can have them.
You're inhuman.
I'm in touch with humanity. You're not terribly important to me.
Holy cow, man, this man cuts deep. He does not mince words one bit.
I know my behavior can be erratic sometimes.
What is it that you want?
If you really want to do something for me, then stop making this scene right now.
I love the way so much of this dialogue has more than one meaning. Such a clever way of playing to the audience's knowledge, while at the same time the other characters in the scene do not share the same knowledge. Christian Bale's absolutely knocking this role out of the park, though. Love that he's just 100% committed to the personality of Patrick Bateman.
Here, kitty kitty.
No! Bro, this is insane. What the heck? That was excellent filmmaking. So this man actually does, beyond being obviously crazy as he has been, has some sort of serious mental condition that is kind of probing him to do these horrendous acts. That was a really clever way of doing that so subtly. Is this man really doing this kind of damage with a pistol, or is he dreaming somehow? After that feed me a stray cat shot, I don't know what to believe with what the camera is showing us.
Burning the midnight oil, Mr. Smith. Now don't forget to sign in.
Yo, what is going on? This man has absolutely lost it. He's not trying to hide anything anymore. That's so clever. Definitely thought he was gonna pull out the gun again. This man is having one internal struggle right now. In a strange way, it seems like an addiction that he wants to break, but he absolutely has lost all control over himself.
You're my lawyer, so I think you should know I've killed a lot of people. Some escort girls in an apartment uptown, some homeless people, maybe 5 or 10.
Maybe 5 or 10? That's quite a big freaking difference. I did not see this coming, him confessing.
I killed Paul Allen. I guess I've killed maybe 20 people, maybe 40. I have tapes of a lot of it.
This is wild, just seeing his character completely break down like this when he'd been so put together before, I feel like.
I ate some of their brains. Oh, and I tried to cook a little. I just had to kill a lot of people!
Bro, this has gotta be Christian Bale at his best, at least one of the best roles I've seen him in. Just cause he's absolutely full sending this performance. He's dived completely into this mental state. That was a fantastic sequence though. Just really spiraled out of control as soon as that girl escaped. What is he doing right now? I don't recognize this apartment. I don't think so, at least. Just seeing him in his full suit and business getup right now, though. I think it's so cool that they chose this aesthetic. Wait, what the heck?
You saw the ad in the Times?
Yeah.
There was no ad in the Times.
I want to know what happened here.
Don't make any trouble, please.
Bro, what is happening? This took such an insane turn I was not expecting. Did this man imagine everything, or did some other worse people clean up that place and save him? Wait, maybe it was the lawyer, perhaps, that he called? I am super intrigued. This just went up a few notches in quality for me just with that story turn.
I need help. Don't think I'm gonna make it, Gene. Just say no!
Patrick, are you alright?
This is great, man. I'm loving this. I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen next now. It's making me question everything that I've seen. Is that his planner? What the heck, man? Thing is fully empty almost, except just a couple doodles and some other appointments or something. I couldn't really read the writing there.
Did you get my message?
Yes, that was hilarious. That was you, wasn't it? Bateman killing Alan and the escort girls. That's fabulous.
Oh my gosh, this guy's trying to confess, and he just thinks it's a big joke. This man's just living in a nightmare. Just seems to be invisible to everybody.
Bateman is such a dork.
Stop. I did it, Card. I'm Patrick Bateman.
I really must be going now.
This movie is so strange now. I feel like I'm starting to lose my mind now too.
Listen very, very carefully. I killed Paul Allen, and I liked it.
But that's simply not possible, and I don't find this funny anymore.
Bro, don't tell me Paul Allen is somehow still alive.
I had dinner with Paul Allen twice in London 10 days ago.
No, you...
What is going on, man? This is crazy. This is blowing my mind right now. Did this guy just imagine everything? I really want to see how this ends because I'm super fascinated with what is going on. Did he just conjure everything up in his mind? I don't know how that'd work though, because he was the one who came up with the London story, but yet Paul Allen actually was in London.
All I have in common with the uncontrollable and the insane, all the mayhem I have caused, I have now surpassed. I want my pain to be inflicted on others. Even after admitting this, there is no catharsis. This confession has meant nothing.
Bro, this is some next level dialogue. I absolutely love those lines. What the heck? That's where it ends? That was one of the craziest finishes I've seen, at least in a long time. I feel like that's something I'm definitely gonna have to think about for a second to really understand what it all means. I mean, I don't even know what was real and what was fake now at this point. Hopefully I didn't miss anything that should have been like the light bulb moment. I mean, I really loved the movie. Definitely makes me want to rewatch it now, having everything turned on its head and knowing that a lot of what we witnessed was not real. Christian Bale was out of this world though, and his acting, that was fantastic. Definitely one of my favorite roles from him. And I thought all the other actors did great, although he was kind of in the forefront for the entire runtime. Everyone else was very much a side character. And I've already talked about the writing a ton. I thought that was fantastic, very engaging and gripping. So I guess maybe that's why it felt like he was invisible to everybody throughout the whole movie. They weren't really listening to what he's saying. Is it supposed to be a metaphor for mental health or depression or something like that, but very serious versions of it? And how he was basically telling people all the time the things that were going on in his mind. No one was really listening to him, and how he straight up told that guy at the end exactly what he did. He was still just kind of tossed aside, and so he just has to live in his like own mental prison where he's just pretty much alone because no one else is understanding what he's going through. And it almost seemed like he was disappointed there with his last few lines of dialogue that he wasn't the awful person that he thought he was, because he said he didn't really have anything in common with the truly evil and vile people. I'm not sure. Hopefully I didn't like accidentally miss or not catch something major and it's just obvious, but definitely feels like a movie that can be discussed and thought about a lot. I might watch a video or two or read something before I jump to my post analysis though. So just glancing briefly at a few articles I looked up, I'm glad that I'm not the only one that was a little bit confused by the ending there. It seems like it's an ending that people have kind of been discussing or analyzing for a little while now, so I'm glad I didn't really miss something major. And of course I'll dig a little bit more deeper into it in a little bit, but as always I like to keep my thoughts just fresh without any sort of outside influence on my thoughts and just give you guys my immediate reactions to it. But just as I've said, I really loved the movie overall. Even before that kind of big twist moment, I was still really enjoying myself, mainly because of the absolute force that Christian Bale was in this movie. For a character like that, with all the narration and just the charisma that he kind of needed to pull off, definitely carried the film. And anything less than the performance we would have got definitely would have made the movie not work in the way that it was trying to, but I definitely think it is one of the better kind of character study type movies I've seen in a long time, because you really get a deep look inside who this person is, because you're with him the entire film. You never really deviate onto any of these other characters, and with the added bonus of hearing his thoughts, you get a look into his mind as well, which you don't often get. And so he's definitely a very interesting character to kind of study his actions and his personality, and the way that he just constantly tries to fit in, but at the same time is never really normal. Obviously this wasn't really scary by any means. It had a couple great gruesome murders there, and it did have the one tense scene, but definitely a rare occurrence to have a movie like this have such a strong story behind it, at least in my opinion. Haven't seen every movie, just a lot of slasher murder type movies I've seen don't have the narrative weight that I felt this one had. So really enjoyed the writing and the direction. Haven't heard of that writer or director before, so I'm definitely interested to see more of her work, what else she has done. I thought the editing was great, as I mentioned several times. Really loved the choices of how it didn't necessarily need to show us every kill or every horrific moment. It showed us enough in some scenes and then let our mind do the work with other scenes, just giving us subtle little hints. But I definitely feel like this was a great movie to start off my October viewing with. Definitely going to rewatch this again, hopefully soon, because I feel like now knowing how it ends and everything that happened in that last 20 minutes or whatever will definitely change how I view the rest of the movie and the different things that I look for. And hopefully you enjoyed watching my reaction to it. If you did, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. Helps the video reach a lot more people and helps the channel out, so I really appreciate your guys' support, and looking forward to your comments on this and your thoughts about what different things mean, what the ending means. Definitely can have some good discussions down there, so I'm looking forward to that. And as always, you can check out my full-length reaction to this movie and all the other movie full-length reactions I've done for the channel on my Patreon, the link for that being in the description below. But looking forward to some more spooks with you guys next time. We definitely got a more heavy one coming up, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. But until then, I will see you all later. Peace.